Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us today to hear an update about the Safety Climate Safety Management Information System, or SC-SMIS. I'm excited to share how it's been going since we rolled it out in January 2022. Before doing that, though, I want to briefly remind folks of the safety, climate, and safety leadership research and research to practice efforts that came before the SC-SMIS and have been incorporated into it. So first, in 2013, CPWR and NIOSH invited 70 stakeholders to a day-and-a-half-long workshop to better understand what safety climate and safety culture mean in the construction industry. Working together at the meeting, attendees agreed that these are the 8 leading indicators of job site safety climate. After the workshop, using the indicators and results of other workshop activities, we developed and pilot tested survey instruments companies could use to measure their job site safety climate. Specifically, we developed the Safety Climate Assessment Tool, or SCAT, that measures safety climate maturity across the 8 indicators, and that is the one on the left. Next, we created the Safety Climate Assessment Tool for small contractors, which also has items to measure the 8 indicators, but is more of a needs assessment rather than a maturity assessment. Next, beginning in 2014, we worked closely with a stakeholder curriculum development team to develop the 2.5-hour Foundations for Safety Leadership, or FSL, training program that companies, unions, and others can use to strengthen the indicator, improve supervisory leadership. The FSL teaches frontline leaders 6 essential safety leadership skills they can use on the job site every day to improve safety climate and safety outcomes. Since its official rollout in January 1st, 2017, when it became an official elective in the OSHA 30-hour class, close to 1 million people have participated in the FSL training. The next step on the safety climate research and research to practice trajectory was to create a tool that companies could use to strengthen the other 7 safety climate indicators. And to that end, we developed the Safety Climate Safety Management Information System, or SC-SMIS, which brings together the tools that I just talked about and then takes the activities further. Our goal was to create an easy-to-use, interactive, web-based system that construction companies, regardless of size or available financial or personnel resources, could use at no cost to engage in continuous safety climate safety management improvement. What do I mean by that? So in the SC-SMIS, the features allow a company to assess their job site safety climate across the 8 safety climate indicators using the SCAT or the SCAT-SC, then run and review group reports, and with reports in hand, access a large resource repository where they can select, download, and tailor to their own company's needs any of the 90 different evidence-informed safety management policies, procedures, guidelines, or templates to strengthen low-scoring indicators. Large companies like Skanska, Turner, the Penta Group, Clark Construction, and others shared resources with us that they currently use to strengthen the indicators. The resources are all formatted as generic Word or PowerPoint documents, so users can easily tailor them to their own company's needs. After selecting one or more of the resources, the company can then develop and track their action plans to help implement the resources. And finally, schedule reminders to conduct annual assessments to measure improvement across the 8 indicators. If a visitor to the site is unsure about creating an account at first, they can also enter the site as a guest. Guests have the ability to learn about and download the SCAT and SCAT-SC, as well as download any of the safety management resources and a hard copy of the action plan template. However, if they want to actually conduct a safety climate assessment and keep track of all their work, they need to create a company account. Okay, so let's look at how it's been going since we rolled out the SC-SMIS in 2022. First, where are the users from? So far, over 11,000 individuals from many different countries have visited the homepage. Here are the top 10. Not surprisingly, the US and Canada come in at number 1 and number 2, respectively. And how are they using this system so far? Well, as of yesterday, 535 companies have created an account. Most of them have been construction companies, but folks from other sectors, including but not limited to sports apparel, universities, nonprofits, insurance companies, and local and federal governments have also created an account. 260 people have entered the site as a guest. With respect to the safety climate assessment, 162 companies with accounts have conducted an SCAT or an SCAT-SC, or about 30% of the 535 company accounts. We've been really excited about the number of total resources that have been downloaded, which you can see here is over 19,000, close to 19,500 resources have been downloaded. That's across all the 890 resources in the system. And of those resources, in the repository, these 10 resources have consistently ranked in the top 10 downloads. And we were excited to see that the FSL materials have been reaching the top 10 consistently since we rolled out the system. And finally, I just want to share a few testimonials we received from some SC-SMIS users. There are more than these, which you can find on the website. Okay, well, thanks again for participating in this webinar. And if you haven't already done so, I hope you check out the SC-SMIS.